morning. It's 7:05 in the morning. I rose early just to make the most of the sun shining in case the day deteriorates later on. The sun hasn't really got up yet and there's quite a lot of clouds, so it's quite cool. Air temperature 11 degrees. I'm on my way past Barrow Bay again, and I'm heading in the general direction up along the coast as far as I can to Banna Strand. From there I'll head back in a loop to Ardfert, take to the back roads again, back to the digs, and that's the plan. Just a short little spin because I've only got until 8:30, then I need to get breakfast. Okay, on we go. For one reason or another, I'm not getting to do the lengthy spins I normally do when I'm visiting the kingdom. And on this this part of North Kerry, this side of the Tralee Bay, there aren't as many big climbs. Well, there aren't any really. Kerry Head, I suppose, is a little bit of a climb. I can only look at the mountains in the distance, but even these short little exploratory rides, they're fun and relaxing in a way. Anyway, at 270 meters I have a left turn coming up which should swing me north in the direction of Banna Strand. Now I'm still heading for Banna, but I'm actually going to stop at the Roger Casement Memorial when I get there. I almost took a wrong turn back there because the friendly local signpost adjusters have been out and they were trying to direct me across a series of fields. Luckily I had the route plotted into my Karoo. Just up here at the side of the road to see these curious flowers. I've seen them around in people's front gardens down here, but never in such abundance at the side of the road. I don't know what they're called, but they look kind of exotic and tropical. They look even better when the sun's shining on them. Anyway, onwards I go. I see some kind of a castle up ahead as well, or an old promontory fort, whatever. I'll see if I pass by it, I'll give a look. Just coming up on that old fort now. What's left of it. Just like around Tralee, there's a lot of wetlands around here. I just crossed the wetland, an almost swamp-like area, and now I've entered the dune system, which is fairly extensive. It stretches from here all the way through Ballyhigh, through Banna onto Ballyhigh and Kerry Head. My dad and I spent quite a lot of weekends down here in my youth and in his relative youth. I see the Casement Memorial ahead now, so I'm just gonna swing by that for a few seconds. It's a pity the sun can't come out. There's a huge bank of cloud just keeping it under wraps at the moment. Here comes the Casement Memorial. Roger Casement Memorial. He came ashore here from a German submarine, a U-boat. I suppose it must have been around the time of the Easter Rising. We'll see what the plaque says. The Casement Memorial. So off I go. Let's see, how's the time going? 7:38. I'll allow myself another 40 minutes out. I'm just going to see, can I make my way up through the dunes onto the beach? Whoops, I'm not going to cycle this next bit. Dismount. Have to walk the rest of the way. That was a bit of a struggle, but it was worth it for the view. How's that for a backdrop? Over that way, up along the coast, is Ballyhigh, and that's Kerry Head stretching out into the Atlantic. Back the other way you can see the mountains of the Dingle Peninsula in the distance, and the camera won't pick it up, but I can see the castle on Fenit Island. Anyway, now I have to get down here without tumbling down in the sand, and I'll get to cycle along the beach for a bit. The sand is just too soft. I was getting bogged down. Even in a low gear I couldn't manage it. I think I'm coming up to the main car park now in Banna Beach. I'll get the road out to the main road then and back to Ardfert. Another planned foil. I didn't get to do the beach ride, but I got to do the beach walk. Another memorial to Casement. That was the walk of shame, because when I started to bog down I almost fell off the bike, and there was another beach walker coming along behind and she saw me in my indignity. Now, just leaving Banna Beach here. There's an old derelict. I remember as a kid coming down here, and that was a shop that used to sell all the usual beach paraphernalia: buckets, spades, beach balls, sun hats, swimwear, the whole lot. Different times. Anyway, now I have to shake the sand off. Right, if I make any more stops on the way, might make one in Ardfert. There's a very impressive ruin of a monastery or an abbey there. Anyway, on we go. Now I decided to stop here in Ardfert. That's the ruins of Ardfert Abbey behind me. It's a pretty impressive building, even considering the state it's in. Another old church there behind me, and an even older chapel in between the two. Ardfert always seems to be a kind of a sleepy country village, but I guess when it had something this size built back in the day, it must have been a pretty important place. Have a quick look inside. So here you have it, Ardfert Abbey Cathedral. They sure knew a thing or two about construction in those days. When you think of all the heavy lifting equipment that they have nowadays, and you think that all of this had to be done by hand. I suppose ropes and hoists and wooden scaffolding. Sure is impressive. I have left my bike unattended. I don't normally do that. Okay. It's back to the road. On the bike, head down, and straight back for home. Well, home from home. What is it about an old archway door that you just have to walk through it? Over the other side now there were signs of some graves that looked to be recent. Or when I say recent, within the last 40 or 50 years, but the ones this side, they look like they've been hundreds of years here. Right, back on the terra. Back onto terra firma and head for home. This is rush hour. Like I hit rush hour in Ardfert. Just come over a little climb and I'm heading back down to the coast road now for Phoenix, I think. Well, I can see the sea ahead of me, so I reckon I'm going in the right direction. I'm less than 3 kilometers from home now and the sun has decided to come out at last. Typical. I'm almost back now. I just come out there at a crossroads in the village of Spa, and straight ahead was this little lane leading down to the waterfront, so I'd just come down and have a look. Whoa. There must be some pollen in the air. Lovely. Absolutely stunning.